and thank you for joining me here again on my channel. How has the year been for you? I believe the year has been great. Hope you're doing good as well. Today I will be sharing with you passive income ideas that you can still get into in 2022 to make some cool money. Some of these ideas are ideas that I've explored myself and some that I have seen others explore as well. This video is the first of a two-part video that involves passive income. The second part of this video is for ideas that do not require a huge capital investment to start. So those ideas are separated and will be in the description box below. But for this video, we will majorly talk about ideas that involve you investing some form of cash to start earning revenue. I love earning passive income and I love side hustles. I like to research about them. More of these things I'll be bringing to you on this channel. So if this is something of interest to you, kindly go ahead to hit the subscribe button down below and the notification bell right next to it so you don't miss out on any of my videos. And you can also check out some of the side hustle ideas I have already discussed on my channel. I have them in a separate playlist called Side Hustles and Entrepreneurship on my channel, so do go ahead to binge on that while I bring you more ideas. So for today, let's just get into the meat and potatoes of earning passive income in 2020. A lot of people believe that passive income are just ideas that you just have and you start earning money while you sleep without doing anything. No, boo, it is not like that. Passive income usually requires some form of initial capital outlay, upfront time investment, resources investment, cash, or whatever it is. So you usually need to invest some things upfront before you start earning this revenue. And according to Investopedia, passive income is income that requires little to no effort to earn and maintain. The emphasis here is on earn and maintain compared to just creating and you start earning. It doesn't work like that. So with passive income, when you set them up right, you can earn your revenue even while you sleep. That is one of the reasons why I love them. Passive income ideas are different from active income in that you don't have to directly invest your time or exchange your time for money like you do with your regular 9-to-5, which is or other businesses that you do that you're actively involved in. So with all that said and understood, let us just get into the ideas that I have for you today. So the first idea I want to share with you today is to start an Airbnb with your extra space or invest in a vacation home separately. Vacation homes like cabins, like beach houses, and the like. I was watching vacation homes on HGTV recently and a house was renovated. After renovation, the revenue per night was put at $450 per night. So imagine that for a 1-year period. That would give $162,000 revenue. And say you have a 50% occupancy rate, you get to have $81,000 revenue. Or in a worst case scenario, you have 20% occupancy rate. That is $48,600 extra passive income for you. So if you can find one in a strategic location to renovate, you can do this, do your projections and see how much you can earn within a year. But that, in my opinion, is a good source of passive income. And you can list your vacation home on platforms like Airbnb, Vrbo. Airbnb charges 3% of the booking fee per rental, while Vrbo charges based on a pay-as-you-go model or subscription basis. So whichever one works for you. Next one I want to share with you is something that you already know, but maybe you've not considered it or you don't know how to start. That is for you to invest in real estate. Guys, real estate is an all-time gold, and people invest in real estate for several reasons, part of which is rental income or capital appreciation that you get when you sell off the property. However, if you're not sure of your real estate investing skills or you don't know where to start, a good way to start would be for you to invest in real estate investment trusts like Ground Floor, Fundrise, and Diversity Fund. These companies invest in real estate properties and they pay you returns based on a proportion of the amount you've invested. In the case of Fundrise, you can invest as low as $10, $100, $500, and the likes, whatever amount works for you. And you get your returns as quarterly dividends through rental income or capital appreciation when these properties are sold up. Ground Floor, on the other hand, gives you an opportunity to finance in real estate debt investments. especially for fix and flip projects. Those are projects whereby houses that are not so good or in dilapidated conditions are renovated and now sold off at the higher prices. So most of real estate are usually financed by loans. So as an investor in ground floor, you're providing your money to finance those investments. So I would recommend that you also check out these companies to see which one meets your portfolio need, or even satisfy your need as an investor. I'll leave links down below for you to read more about these companies, and I'll also encourage that you contact your financial advisor for more information before you make any investment decision. The next one we'll be discussing is for you to rent out your vehicle. Right now, a lot of people are still stuck at home due to the pandemic, and their cars are lying there in the garage. So rather than have your cars just sitting down there in the garage, you can list them for rental on sites like Hire Car, on Turo, or Get Around. Turo is like an Airbnb for cars, whereby people who want to rent cars in your areas can have your car for you, say for a 1-day period, 2-day period, and Turo pays you for listing your car, for making your car available. On Turo also, their car protection packages are available in case you're worried about your car. So Turo pays out like 65 to 80% per trip or per rent of your vehicle. Why Hire Car rent out your vehicle to ride sharing drivers like Uber or Lyft. I'll also leave the links down to these companies below for you to check them out to see which one best meets your needs. This next one is something that I really love, which is for you to invest in small companies. I love this for 2 reasons. Number 1, you're earning income while you're not actively involved in the business, and number 2, you're helping to grow a small business. Here you make an arrangement with a small business that you believe and you think has the potential to generate returns over the life of your investments. You give them your money in exchange for either interest income or a share of the profits based on whatever you've agreed for a period of 3 months or 6 years, whatever it is. But before you invest, I would recommend that you do your due diligence and be sure that the returns the business will generate will be sufficient enough to guarantee the share of profit you're hoping to get, or the interest income you're hoping to get from the business. Also ensure that you put in legally bound contracts. You don't want to have stories that such. So this next one also is something that you already know, but maybe you've started and you're not doing it well, or you've not started because you don't know where to start. Guys, it is for you to invest in stocks. Yes, I know you've heard this before. Invest in the stock market. Investing in a company's stocks gives you a percentage of the company ownership in proportion to the amount that you've invested. And people also invest in stocks for different reasons. Some invest for dividend income, while some invest for just the capital appreciation, whereby they sell it or when there's an increase over the amount that they have bought it. So they're just there for the marginal difference. But whatever it is for you, if you're not sure where to start, you can also start with things like index funds. Index funds are a good means for you to diversify your investments and minimize your risk. Index fund, rather than investing in just one company, you are investing in multiple companies spread across a sector, a common index that the fund is monitoring, like the S&P 500, Vanguard S&P, which is one of the popular index funds that you have on the market. Also, you can check within your country to see the index fund opportunities that are available. But however, instead of losing all your investments when you invest in just one company, with index fund, the risk on one stock can be minimized because it is spread across different companies. So if one company is not doing so well, then the other companies can make up for the loss that you are incurring on the other company. Other assets similar to stock that you can invest in are cryptos and NFT. However, I recommend a lot of caution when investing in cryptos because they are so volatile. I feel like whatever money you cannot afford to lose, don't invest them in cryptos. Next one we'll be discussing is for you to invest in certificates of deposit ladders. Certificates of deposit ladders are quite different from the usual certificates of deposits that you know, and I would explain. With certificates of deposits, usually what happens is you invest your money, say a money that you're not currently using, in a bank, and for that the bank gives you a certificate to acknowledge that in exchange for a percentage of return on your investment, say for a period of 3 months, which is 90 days, and up to like 3 years. That is just basically certificate of deposits. And one thing with it is that the higher the time of your investment, the higher the interest rate that you will earn. But right now with certificate of ladder, rather than investing your lump sum into, let's say, a 3-year maturity certificate of deposits, you spread them across different certificates of deposits with different maturities. You spread them across different CDs with varying maturity rates. So you have $50,000. Rather than invest your total 50,000 in a CD which is to last for 3 years, you will spread it across different maturity rates. So you can invest in one that is 3-month period, you can invest in one that is 1 year, you can invest in another one that is 3 years. So in that way, you are enjoying the benefits of the higher interest rate without investing your own money and tying your own money down in it. Because let's not lie, the percentage returns you get on certificates of deposits are not so much. They are really very minimal, but it is a good way to earn guaranteed income. I recommend this rather than just leaving your money in a checkings account. So it is a good way to earn guaranteed income. And last week I was checking the bank rate for CDs. A 1 year period is like 0.14%. Yeah, you can see that it is not so much. However, when you're invested in this, you can still have other investments in other things while you're earning this small amount that is also coming on this, as against just having your money sit in your bank account. So you should speak to your account manager to learn more about certificates of deposit and see how you can plug in. The next one is for you to invest in vending machines. One of the reasons why I like vending machines is because you don't need to be actively there to sell things to people. Vending machines are usually used to sell fast-moving goods to people at strategic locations. With vending machines, you can get a refurbished one, say between $1,200 to $3,000, and you can put this in a strategic location, like I said, with significant foot traffic after obtaining the necessary permission, and you start making your money. I would recommend that you stuff it with fast moving goods that people usually need, because sometimes people buy things out of impulse or they buy out of necessity. Maybe there is a coincidence. So sometimes you're at the airport and you just need water and you're able to find a vending machine, then people can buy. And according to Natural Sugo, there are currently 1.8 million vending machines in the US, generating a total of $13.3 billion in total annual revenue. So there's an opportunity out there for you to also be part of the people earning these billions of revenue. This last one I'll be recommending if you don't have an urgent use for your funds. Say you have an amount of money in your bank account and you don't have need for it right now, rather than just let it sit in a checkings account that might have little to no interest for you at all, I would recommend you put it in a high yield savings account like the one operated by Ally Bank. High yield savings accounts usually have more interest on them compared to your normal savings account. And like I said, I only recommend this if there is no alternate investment that you can put your money into, because I believe that your money should not just be sitting there for you. Banks take your money, they loan it out to other people, they earn interest on it, and they give you just very little amount of interest over it. Checkings account don't even offer you anything, and that you pay different costs and charges on using the account. So rather than just have it like that, you should consider this. I recommend that you speak to your account manager to see what alternative uses or investment that can be available to you with the bank. And if your bank is not offering something like that, you should do more research to see where else you should be keeping your money. Don't just leave your money idle in the bank. Yes, so that's all for this video. Don't forget that this is the first of the two-part video. The second part of this video, like I mentioned, involves ideas that do not require so much capital outlay to invest in and start earning your money. So do ensure that you check it out. The link will be in the description so that you can watch it. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Don't forget to smash that like button and also subscribe to my channel if you're here too. If you would like more content like this as well, kindly leave them in the comment section below. Let me know what you think. Are there some of these things that you're already considering? What are your fears about any of these things that I've discussed? What reservations do you have? I would love to hear from you. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.